Also this week, a government minister has admitted that it was his son who physically abused a man at a doubles vendor's stall in Woodbrook.
The man responsible for this violent attack on a customer at a double stand is now the subject of an official police investigation. But there is now confirmation from Education Minister Dr. Tim Gopi Singh that the man seen planassing another is his son.
Yes, he is my son. Yeah.
But Dr. Gopi Singh was not prepared to say much more on the issue to avoid any potential prejudice in the investigation. But we asked him whether he was disappointed in the behavior of his son.
I think it's inappropriate for me to make any comment on this issue while investigations are going on at the moment.
Our investigation, what is the state of this investigation?
I don't want to comment any further on it, but I think it's inappropriate for me to comment on it.
The video has been the source of much public comment since it surfaced. The victim, columnist Gregory White, was reportedly attacked after he asked the man to switch off his engine because it was releasing fumes where people were eating their doubles. At the Daily Police News Conference on Wednesday, Public Information Officer Sergeant Wayne Meister confirmed that an officer has been assigned to probe the incident.
It is my information that a report was made relative to the incident, and an officer attached to the Woodbrook Police has been assigned to investigate that matter. So a report was made, and the matter is being thoroughly investigated as we speak.
Police are now appealing to citizens to desist from carrying weapons with them. White reportedly received several cuts to the body and had to seek medical attention at the West Shore Medical Facility.
Also this week, a major protest by residents of Bogmalatris in Santa Cruz on Wednesday morning. It caused a major traffic pileup and many had to turn away from school and go all the way back home.
High emotion in Santa Cruz on Wednesday morning as residents blocked Saddle Road, a main thoroughfare, with burning debris to express their frustration due to a lack of water.
For 3 months now, we ain't getting no water. 3 months, no water. I and my family had to go paramin, but my mother not to wash.
From 5 a.m., the angry residents came out with placards detailed with words to send a clear message to those in authority.
We don't have water, don't wash, they send me children to school. We toilet can't flush, they're backing up. We need water, right, please.
Wednesday's action by the residents resulted in heartache for motorists, making their way in and out of the community. But Councillor for the area, Roger Celestin, says many promises have been made by WASA to address the problem, but this is yet to be done.
As a councillor for the area, I want to go on record to say I am going to support them. We see water, that is life.
Heated protests in Marabella and Point Fortin as well, as the Point Fortin mayor actually joined the residents in protesting about the deficiencies at the Point Fortin hospital.
The mayor of Point Fortin, Clyde Paul, joined with his burgesses in a protest outside the Point Fortin hospital on Wednesday. The mayor says operations at the hospital are slowly grinding to a halt. Just last week, he says the maternity ward was shut down and expectant mothers now have to make the trek to San Fernando. Mayor Paul says the hospital offers no care to patients.
If you come to this Point Fortin hospital, Panadol is the total cure. Nothing else but Panadol you're getting.
He says in addition there is a tremendous staff shortage and the mayor says a new hospital must be constructed. Residents are threatening heated protests if nothing is done soon.
And I am saying that we are going to take it to the next level. As a matter of fact, you had a get on a helicopter like the Prime Minister does and get down here when we start the next level because I mightn't be able to drive in here.
Meantime, a few miles away, protests surrounding the temporary Marabella market heightened as vendors protested outside the formal opening, forcing police to be called in.
All of these market vendors here, so all of we want justice as equal. Everybody, half of them under the shed and half in the rain. That they're making sense.
The problem is that the roadside vendors get stole before the regular vendors. We just pay market dues. They don't pay market dues. They never pay market dues.
The vendors are demanding that the long-promised permanent market be constructed now. However, CEO of the San Fernando City Corporation says the protests are all unwarranted.
This is the Week in Review. We'll take a short break and come back with more. Welcome back to the Weekend Review. Well, while many of us go to Maracas Bay to enjoy a bacon shark or a swim or a lime, many residents there are not happy. They are saying that the police station that exists is inadequate and one has been promised a very long time ago but has not been built.
An aerial view of Maracas Bay, a vantage point once afforded to police officers keeping watch on the flurry of activity taking place on the popular beach spot and fishing community. But this elevated location, which was once home to the Maracas Police Station for decades, has new occupants. The police communication antenna is all that remains after the site was demolished in 2002 with a promise of a new station. 10 years later, Maracas police officers still operate out of a refurbished fish market where they were transferred. Cramped behind the gas station, residents believe it is a major disadvantage to officers.
To meet and good. You can't see nothing in the back there. Where you see people doing anything by Uncle Sam, for example. It was on people that just a stone throw. They had a big fight, they shooting and thing, and the police station right there, and they do not know about it.
After demolition in 2002, residents say they were promised a new facility, but instead they say a retired senior superintendent has claimed ownership of the location.
I believe they neglected. You know, you give a ex-superintendent, that's for the absolutely, and already that's for the.
When this site housed the Maracas Police Station more than 10 years ago, residents say they received a much better standard of policing. They say they felt a lot safer. But with almost a decade since this site was demolished, residents of Maracas say it's about time they receive a new police station.
Of course, all these incidents that happening around the area, especially on the weekends, is a lot of crime. I believe we need a new police station in the area.
Residents like Martin Salvi say crime and violence on the bay has increased significantly since 2002, and the existing facility has not adapted to the needs of the community and the thousands of visitors who flock for a taste of the Maracas sun, sea and sand.
And finally, on the Weekend Review, the passion and excitement of a self-taught sculptor, Eric Lewis, who now wants to create an image of the country's gold medalist in the javelin event at the recently concluded Olympics, Keyshawn Walcott.
It's a skill that Eric Lewis learned all on his own with no formal training. It's the art of sculpting. Lewis believes it's a gift from God, but he's still hoping to access formal training in the near future. Lewis hails from the village of Maruga and is a school teacher by profession. But his love for sculpting has seen him undertaking major restorations on church monuments. His recent projects include the restoration of St. Peter and the Christopher Columbus on the Grand Chimere Beach in Maruga. His latest effort, though, is of a legend in the making. Lewis is now sculpting a statue of Olympic gold medalist Keyshawn Walcott. He says all the work for the project is ready, but he's awaiting the green light.
Started doing sketches and drawing and a little research into the different types of position that I would want the statue to be in. So I've started that. So that's where I am at the moment. I would have already completed, let's say, probably half the phase of the sculpting by now, except I was told to put it on hold at the moment by the Council of Toko, Councillor Randan.
Lewis says his projects are not funded by the state or any agency, but are all fueled by his passion for sculpting.
One particular ministry said that they are unable to assist us due to the closure of the financial year, but at the same time they still didn't give any assurance towards the assistance of the project.
Lewis says he's not certain as to whether or not Olympic star Walcott is aware of his plans. He says he cannot attach a cost to the project, and in fact he does not wish, since he believes the artwork itself and the reason for it are all priceless.
And that's how we end this week's Weekend Review. Join us again next week for a look back at the week that was. The same place, same time. I'm Samson Anton. Have a good day.